Hi, I'm Carrie Samuels, your intuitive counselor and happiness coach, and I am so psyched about today's topic because we are talking all about spirit guides, and this is one of my favorite topics in the whole world, or the other world, because I don't know where I'd be without my spirit guides. They have helped me on my path to really transform my life. There's like a before spirit guide knowledge kind of life and an after spirit guides kind of life, and that's why I'm so excited to talk to you about it, because once you start connecting with your spirit guides and knowing who they are and really making a connection with them, your life will be forever transformed for the better. I learned about spirit guides because I have been doing intuitive readings for almost 25 years, and when I do readings, I get to this place where I am connecting with someone else and I'm reading their energy, and they are always surrounded by these benevolent beings that help me understand and help the people I'm reading for understand that everything is really okay, that everything in your life happens for a reason, and they understand what those reasons are, and they're always directing you toward your destiny. And they are so full of wisdom and compassion. So what I originally wanted to share with you today was how to connect and communicate with your guides. But as I was preparing for that, my spirit guides were like, easy now, speed racer. That's not what we want to talk about. Before we teach you how to connect with spirit guides, they wanted you to understand who spirit guides are, because you need to know who you're talking to, right? And there's a lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding about who and what spirit guides are. So we're going to start with that very foundational yet important information of who your spirit guides are and what they are here for you to help you with. So let's begin at the beginning. So spirit guides, well, first of all, you have this whole team of divine helpers, and you can't see them, but that doesn't mean they're not there. It's sort of like, you know how like a dog can see and hear things that humans can't? They can hear sounds at a higher frequency, and they can smell things that we can't perceive. Well, just because you cannot see necessarily your spirit guides in the physical realm doesn't mean they're not there. They're in a higher vibration. Okay, so spirit guides, angels, your whole celestial team, you have this divine team that are in this higher vibration. They're more connected to the light, right? So as we ascend, here on earth, it's very dense. And there's a slower energy down here, and as we go up through the realms all the way the other side and beyond, it's lighter and lighter and lighter, higher frequency. So spirit guides are at a higher frequency. All your divine helpers are at a higher frequency. So you can't necessarily see them with your physical eyes, yet you can train yourself to connect with them as you raise your vibration, you raise your frequency, and you meditate, and you open yourself up to the spiritual realm. Now it begins with awareness. This is why they wanted me to begin at the beginning with you, right? It's all about setting this intention to connect with them, and then creating a language between the two of you, because your spirit guides will find any way they can to communicate with you, and it's your job to listen and to also ask, right? Now, I've heard people say that they can't do anything without your free will, that you have to ask them for help. That's not true according to my experience. From what I've seen, your spirit guides will constantly communicate with you. It's just you're not always listening. They are doing everything in their power to help you, right? So first of all, the first way they can help you is by you understanding that they're here for you. So yes, everyone has spirit guides. Everyone has angels. Everyone has a whole team of support. So you may not be able to see them with your physical eyes, but they're always here interacting with you. And the way that you learn to interpret their messages is by tuning into your intuition. And that's a whole other thing. So there's many, many more teachings that I'll be sharing with you about listening to your intuition and how you can communicate with your guides and angels. So make sure you're subscribed, first of all, because I have a lot to share with you. So these celestial beings, there's a lot in your divine team. There's angels, which are a whole other realm of helpers. Angels are more connected to that energy of pure light and pure love, and they're more for healing and protection. Now, spirit guides are more for wisdom and everyday guidance. That's why they get their name, and directing you. So the way that I see spirit guides, well, first of all, they're like your divine parents. They're like the most loving, understanding, compassionate, humorous parents that you could possibly imagine. They're here to protect you and help you grow as a soul and a human and as a spiritual being. And they're here guiding you on your destiny. Now, they understand what your destiny is because your main spirit guides are there helping you plan your life before you're born. So before you're born, there's a plan for you. You and your guides are coming up with opportunities for you to grow as a soul, which includes some challenges, in case you haven't noticed, and also for you to express the gifts that you're meant to share with the world. And because we're all connected, because we're all one, it's super important for you to share your gifts and to express that unique self that is you, and also to transform fear and lower energies into love. And when you do that, it helps all of the collective, including your spirit guides, because they are like your divine parents. You are connected on a soul level. They're like your soul family, yet they're more evolved on a soul level. They've transformed their karma. They've gone through many, 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 many lifetimes and incarnations. Whereas angels have not really incarnated into the human form, spirit guides have had many incarnations. So they know what it's like to be human, which is an interesting experience. They understand the path of karma and dharma. They understand the challenges that you have down here, as well as the opportunities that can come your way. So your guides are always working behind the scenes to help you fulfill your soul's destiny, to share the gifts that you're meant to share with the world, and also to learn the lessons that you're here to learn. Now, just like any parents, because they're like your divine parents, they can't do the work for you. You have to have experiences. So sometimes, even if you're listening to your intuition and you're like, why did I get myself into that situation? It's because you're meant to learn from it, you know? And you may even wonder, like, what's in it for them? Because that seems like like, why would they want to do that? So why do people want to become parents? They want to share that love and that experience with another being. And that's very much what our spirit guides can experience when they're helping you, right? It's just incredible how we're all connected, and how even as you're growing and learning and sharing who you are, it helps every person in the world and even being in the universe. That's how important you are. And that's why your spirit guides want to help you, and they're helping you every step of the way. And they're like Sherpas. So if you ever heard that expression, Sherpa, so if you're like going to climb the Himalayan mountains, right? Or Machu Picchu, you're not just going to be like, I'll wing it. They're basically guides that know those mountains backwards and forwards. And they could climb it barefoot while you would need like special equipment. So your spirit guides are like life Sherpas. So they understand the path that you're going on, and they're guiding you toward avoiding obstacles and mistakes, and also guiding you toward the path that's going to help you fulfill your gifts. And they do this in a variety of ways, through synchronicity, through dreams, through all of your intuitive faculties. And again, that's a whole bigger topic, which I will be sharing with you. But again, it's really important that you know who they are, so that you can at least set that intention and start making an attempt to communicate with them by understanding that they're there. And here's the other thing. I've done thousands of readings for thousands of people, and I have never ever seen anyone who didn't have a team of spirit guides around them, helping them, protecting them, supporting them. And so often we want what we want, right? We want things to go a certain way. Our ego wants things, our mind wants something, but our soul wants something else. And so it's hard to listen to your guides that way. And that's why people see psychics and intuitives, because that's what a medium is. It's an intermediary between you and the divine. Yet, if you pay attention to what your senses are telling you, what your dreams are telling you, what your feelings are telling you, that is the most profound way that you can really connect with your guides and be on the path of your destiny. They're always communicating with you. Here's the other thing about spirit guides. You don't need to know their names. You don't need to know like what they look like, because really they're light beings. So when spirit guides connect with us, they do it in a way that we can understand. So we may know our main guide as having a certain gender, or having a certain name, or having a certain way they look. But really, it doesn't matter. As long as you're listening to your intuition and you're paying attention to your divine guidance, it doesn't matter if you know your spirit guide's name. And here's the other thing. They don't always have names like freaky, out of this world names like Ashkashla Lama or whatever. Your spirit guide can identify themselves as Bob or Janet or Lana, or actually that even is a little exotic. It doesn't matter. It's how you connect with them. It doesn't matter what their name is, and it doesn't need to be exotic. And the reason they come to you perhaps as a certain gender is because you need to embody either more masculine or feminine energy, but they're really somewhat gender neutral because they're beyond incarnating into bodies now. So, for instance, for me, my main spirit guide is male, because for me, I need to embody the energy of leadership and strength and feel protected. So that's how my spirit guide, my main guide, appears to me. But in general, I have a team of light beings that I just refer to as the team, my team. Isn't that exotic? So the other thing is, your main spirit guide is not exactly always going to be a Native American shaman or a Chinese elder. Again, those are maybe stereotypes of spirit guides that come from the movies, or I don't know where they come from. Your spirit guide is here to help you on your path in a way that's very specific to your path. So your guide is here helping you create your life plan before you're born, and they're also there to meet you as soon as you cross over to the other side as well. and they've been doing this lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. They love you so much. You don't have just one guide, you have a team of guides. And also you have some main guides that are with you throughout your whole life. You also have other guides that come in periodically. If you're working on a certain project, or if you're healing, or you need help in a specific area at a specific time, you're going to be inviting in spirit guides that are going to help you specifically with that. And they come and go. Yet, you do have some, like I said, that are with you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And the other thing that's really important to know about them is that they are hilarious. Your spirit guides are not taking anything too seriously. Like, life is serious, right? But they're not taking it seriously. And half the time they're trying to get you to lighten up, because they're lighter, right? The way they show it to me is like, you know, when you're a kid, like toddlers or whatever, if they drop their lollipop, they'll be screaming and crying, and it's like the hugest deal for them. And then you as a grown-up can be like, it's okay, it's no big deal, it's gonna be okay, and you can comfort them. Your spirit guides are looking at you like you're the kid that dropped the lollipop, because it feels so serious and intense while we're going through it on the earth plane, but they have a higher perspective. They're trying to help you lighten up and let go and go with the flow so that you can enjoy every moment of your life. So if you want to remember one lesson that your spirit guides are here to show you, it's to lighten up and have a sense of humor. They are so funny. And you know, it's the same thing too, like even if you're not a toddler, if in junior high school, whatever, you know, the angst that you felt about every little thing, same thing. And as someone who's more mature now, you're like, why did I take that so seriously? Well, see, your spirit guides have experienced that lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and they're like, hey, nothing's too serious right now. Let us all lighten up and enjoy the moment and bring as much love as possible into the world. And that's what they're helping you with. So what you can do right now to connect with your guides is to relax and receive. If you meditate, that is a wonderful way to allow divine guidance to drop into your heart and into your consciousness. So I'm going to leave you with that for now, because that is a wonderful way to start. And they really want you to enjoy the moment and get to know them in a very relaxed and joyful manner. So I hope this has inspired you to connect with your guides and helped you understand who they are, and to feel a sense of calm and joy in knowing that you're always supported, you're always divinely guided at every step, and you have so much more help and love and protection than you can even possibly imagine. Now, I have a whole bunch of resources for you that you can get. I'll leave them in the links below, including my free spirit guide meditation. So if you want to access that, you can do that using the link below, and I have other resources for you there. And as I mentioned, I have lots more resources for you about numerology, astrology, intuition, and all things divine. So make sure you're subscribed. And if you've enjoyed this, please like it and share it with your friends. I'm sure they will appreciate you for it. It has been my joy to share the love of the spirit guides with you. And I love you, and I wish you a joyful journey in this life. Lots of love. Bye for now.